Do you have projects you just can't seem to finish? Do you lack motivation? Do you miss your crochet group and the inspiration they bring to the project? Well, come crochet with me and we'll make beautiful projects together. Welcome to New Crochet, where we focus on completing projects and drawing inspiration from others, seasons, and fashions.
I'm using the same yarn that I did with the wreath. I have so much left over. I don't want to waste it, and I want to make sure that I put it to good use. I'm also using, let's see if I can get this around there, a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And what I'm going to do is make an eye mask. I have never had an eye mask or used one before, but it's starting to get really warm. It's in the 80s during the day, and I use my ceiling fan at night. And it dries my eyes out. Okay, let me start over here. Just talking and going. Okay, I've made my loop. And I'm gonna crochet chain 8. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're gonna go into the second chain from the hook, and you're gonna do 5 single crochets. And I haven't really made one of these before, but I'm so afraid that if I buy one that it's going to be too big, and then the eye patches are going to end up like on the side of my head. So I figure that I would make one to fit me. So the second row, and I can't, this is one reason I don't really use this kind of yarn to crochet, because it's hard for me to see. So I'm going to chain 1, turn, and then 2 single crochets in the first single crochet. So this was the first. I'm skipping this stitch right here, and that's 1, 2. And then I'm going to single crochet in each one across to the last one, and then that last stitch I'm going to put 2 single crochets. So we're doing an increase to start with and an increase to end with. Okay, and this one I'm single crocheting 2. Now I'm gonna turn. Let's see, this has worked the same way. And I'm skipping this first one, and I'm putting 2, doing an increase here, 1 in each stitch across, sure I'm getting both. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and where you would end in the top, I'm putting 2 single crochets. That's my increase. Alright, so that's rows 2 and 3, working increases on each end. Now I'm gonna chain 1 and turn my work, and then I'm gonna single crochet in the first 2 stitches. It's 1, 2, and then I'm gonna half double crochet in the next 4. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I'm gonna single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then I'm gonna chain 2 and work 9 single crochets. Okay, I'm working this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically this is what goes around your eye. These are the little panels, I guess you call them. Okay, and then I'm gonna repeat what I did on the other side. Is a chain 2, and then I'm just gonna slip stitch back into the first single crochet. All right, so you see we have that little cup. Don't look too bad. Maybe I should do like another row around and build that up. I'm gonna do that and see what it looks like. Okay, that was 20 single crochets around. I think I like that better. Okay, so here I'm going to fasten this off and make one more just like this. Okay, so I'm going to make one more just like that. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to go back in and do single crochet, second chain from hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, chain 1. You can turn and then chain 1. To me, it don't matter. And we're going to increase on these next 2 rows. So that was 1 increase, 1 single crochet across, and this is where I'm double on the end, chain 1, increase here, 1 single crochet in each across, now I may have, I don't know, I could try this one on my eye. Yeah, that should be plenty of space. You take your little cup and put it over your eye and just make sure that that fits. If it's too small, of course, add 1 or 2 single crochets depending on how much you need when you start. And then just go back and do the same to the other side. Okay, we're here at the end. I always miss that one right there. There we go. Alright, and then this one we're increasing. I should have done that on the first one. Let's see. And then this one, chain 1, single crochet in the first 2. Ooh, trying to do a half there. 1, 2, 4. Half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, and half double crochet. In 4 stitches, and then this one I am 2, and then work 9, trying to find the next, there we go, 9 single crochets around, and you're not trying to do any increases here. You want it to get that cup is what we're looking for here. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to do the same as we did on the other side with the chain 2, and then I'm just going to slip stitch back into that first one. Ooh, I think I am. Here we go. And so I decided to do one more around, and I believe that was 20 stitches that I did. So chain 1, and then this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, well, this one turned out to be 19, and then there's one beginning. I don't know what I did. I must have missed a stitch. Alright, anyway, I still have the cup that I'm looking for. And I'm going to give, I guess about 8 or 9 inches on this, maybe 10, and cut that off there. So I have that yarn, I can just whip stitch it into the mask. Okay, now I'm making the mask itself. And I want to kind of make this small because from side to side, my face is like from from here to here, so I really don't have, like, from the side of my eye to the side of my eye is about that long, and I think that is 7.5 inches. So don't really want to make a huge mask here. Okay, chaining 8. And then I'm going back in the second loop, second chain from the end, and single crochet all the way across. We should have 7 stitches. Not sure I like working with this. It's very soft, and that's the only reason I'm using it, but I don't like to waste either, and I had used this for that wreath. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay, now I'm gonna chain 4, sorry. And then I'm gonna go back in the second chain from the hook, and I'm gonna single crochet 1, 2, 3. This is kind of awkward. All right, but and then you're gonna start back in that first chain. So you should have 10 on this row. 10 single crochets across. I made it to this end, and I'm chaining 1, turning, sorry, I'm chaining 2, and then I'm going back in the second crochet from the hook. I'm doing a single crochet, and then single crocheting in each chain across. And this one is 11. So go back and count and make sure you have 11 on this one. And then on this one, I'm chaining 2 and doing that again, same as the row before. Second chain from hooks, do a single crochet, and then in each one across, you should have 12 on this row. This is the top. I'm just trying to make like a little small curve, and then this is the bottom that like goes around that's supposed to lay on your cheek or just above it. This is kind of, it might be too big for me. Hold on. Might work because you don't want any light coming in. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the same here. Chain 2. We just want that subtle increase at the top. So you'll have 13 on this row. And I think I'm gonna stop here. This seems to be a good length. So I don't want to increase any more on the bottom. If you see that you do need to increase, by all means do so. You know, if you like it to come lower down on your face. But for me, I'm gonna stop there and just like, I'm probably gonna do one more row, and then when I come back down, I'm gonna start going back up again and decreasing. Okay, so these next 2 rows, I'm not increasing or decreasing. I'm just going to chain 1, turn, and then single crochet across on the next 2 rows. There goes the dog crying. Turn. here's where I want to subtly come back down. So I'm going to turn, I'm not going to chain, but I'm going to slip stitch into this first one, and this is where I'm going to start. Now I'm going to chain one and work my way back down. Single crochet in each one. When you get to this bottom, okay, so I'm going back and slip stitching in that last one. Now I'm going to turn, and I'm going to slip stitch. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, now I'm going to chain one. Yeah, that looks better. Smooth. Okay. And then I'm single crocheting in each stitch across. And I gotta remember to do the same thing down here so it doesn't look like a box. Okay, slip stitch. Alright, come back, slip stitch in this one. Alright, so what I did was I turned and then I slip stitched in that first single crochet. Now I'm chaining one and single crocheting in each one across. Or yeah, that'll work. That should work because I want it to go down like by my nose. Alright. This one is the booger, just trying to get it. There we go. I don't want to force it and make it look bad. Alright, slip stitch in that last one, slip stitch in the first single crochet, chain one, and single crochet across. And I think on my third one here, that should be enough. Or decreases. And then I'm gonna put it over my eye and measure and make sure that I've got what I need. And I think I do. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. All right, now I'm gonna turn, and then this one I'm going to single crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then turn. Chain 1, single crochet and 5, and I'm going to do this in the next 3 rows. Make sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then this should be my last one, and I might need one more row, but I'm going to go back and measure across my nose. This is the part that should fit across my nose. Yeah, that's just right. Okay, and then I'm going to start the other side of my mask, and I'm going to work it just like I did this one. So I've got 1, 2 on each side. I'm going to work 2 with an increase here. Single crochet in the next 5. And I'm going to do my increase here, chain 2, turn, single crochet in that first chain, and then in the next 6 stitches. So we should have 7 on this row. And I'm going to keep doing that. I think it was the next 3 rows. So we're going to keep working this chain 2 and then chain 2, turn, single crochet across, and do that for the next 3 rows. Okay, so you can tell this is the bottom. It's a little longer than the top. You just want that brow to be subtle. So what you're going to do is like fold it in half and lay it across, and you should be able to see that mirror image as you increase. And then when you get to about this point right here, you're going to want to stop increasing. Okay, so I've got those couple extra rows. Now I'm just chaining 1, turning, and then working across. And I'm going to do this for a couple of rows. No increases in these 2 rows. more. No increase. And remember, this is to fit my face, so I'm trying to teach you how to work this to fit your own. Just keep folding it back over and double checking that it's a mirror image, and then you can see when you need to decrease or increase. Okay, yeah, this is where we want to start decreasing again. Okay, so I'm going to, no chain. We're going to do what we did before and slip stitch in that first single crochet. And that's our decrease. Chain one, and then work single crochet. We're going to do what we did before and slip stitch in that first single crochet, and that's our decrease. Chain one, and then work single crochet. Flip it around, turn it, slip stitch into the next single crochet, chain one, and work your single crochets across. Turn, slip stitch in that first, chain one, oops, that was the slip. Alright, double check. Okay, I think I've got a couple rows left. One more with the decrease, and then when we get back up here, we'll stop. I think that was, what was it, 7? Yeah, that was 7. Okay. So turn, slip stitch, chain one, make sure not the right spot. Okay. And I'm going to chain 1, turn, and I'm single crocheting 7 across. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one last double check. That looks pretty even. All right. And I don't think I need to leave a long one here. All right. And what I'm going to do at this point is, before I put these in, whoops. Do you want the hole to go over your eye? I do. I don't think I want it this way. It's not supposed to be that way, is it? This way. That's how I measured it, to cup around my eye. Okay. So basically I'm gonna, do you see this? Basically, I'm gonna take this yarn and like slip stitch it at the bottom of this. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna make a nice seam all the way around, and when I get to the end, I'm going to, I think what I'm gonna do is do the headband, but I'm only going to use the back stitches, and that makes it stretchy, so it'll go around your head easily. Join me next time for part 2 as we make our custom eye mask.
Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's cozy crochet session. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button and ring the bell so you never miss a stitch. Share your beautiful creations with us in the comments below. Keep those hooks moving, and until next time, happy crocheting.